life on other planets? Do you think there's life on other planets?
Oh, I don't know.
Would you like to think about it for a second?
Oh, not really.
Tell me, do you think there is life on other planets?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I suppose it would be.
He seems definite. You seem definite.
Definitely.
How do you see this life and where?
Oh, it's in a flying saucer.
Engine development, suspension design, aerodynamic refinement is designed and built into the M5. Some with a more sporting theme, some with the luxury of full leather interior, handcrafted with care for the individual.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And on today's episode, we are going to be featuring a very special M car. Now this series is going to be something different. You guys spoke, we answered. A lot of you guys asked for us to film the process of doing the actual restoration. So this is the first episode of this series where we are going to show you in depth the work that's going to be done on this beautiful E34 M5 that just came in. So guys, ironically, this car came to us after I put it out that we want to do an E34 M5 conversion on our E34 wagon that we are going to be building for the SEMA show. For that episode, you guys can click on the link if you haven't watched it. So let me give you a bit of history on how this car came about to us. One of my very good friends, Fred, who's been my friend for many years, and we have traveled the country and we've traveled to the UK to obviously go to car shows. Now Fred is a serious collector and a very good friend. I regard him as one of my best friends. You heard it, Fred, you are one of my best friends, you can't deny it, bruh. So anyway, this client contacted Fred and asked Fred if Fred knows me and how does he know me. And Fred was like, no, he's my brother, we love cars, we went to the UK together, etc. And then the client asked if he could come through and view the shop and also check out Nkabi. So Fred called me up and said, listen, I'm sending one of my very good friends through to you, please look after him. So the client, who wants to remain anonymous, pulled through, went through the shop, fell in love with the shop, fell in love with the work, and decided that he's going to give us his E34 M5 to restore and test us. Now I must tell you, this car used to belong to the client's father, and his dream is to restore the vehicle and give it a bit of a Chicano's flavor to the car. The best part about what we do is the fact that we work on very iconic cars. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, we work on Buicks, we work on 2002s, we work on Beetles, we work on Impalas, we work on M5s, E30s, 635s. So that's the best part about doing what we do, is the fact that we work on the coolest cars out there. And as a little kid, I always dreamt of working on these cars. It's a very stressful job, I must tell you guys that, but it's a very rewarding job as well. Standing behind me is possibly one of the most iconic cars that BMW has ever built. So let me share some history with you guys.
And it beats once again.
Personally, it is absolutely fascinating, the evolution of the M5 series from the E28 inception to the E34 model right up until current model truly showcases BMW's commitment to innovation and performance. Now the E28 M5 with its legendary M88 engine laid the foundation for the M5 legacy, setting a high standard in performance cars. BMW's continuous quest for improvement led to the birth of the E34 M5, built on the E34 body, where BMW Germany took charge of production and export. Despite being mainly produced in Germany, South Africans, as we all know, are resilient. So the South African model stood out, fully constructed in the Roslyn plant, from knockdown kits showcasing remarkable manufacturing capabilities in a developing nation. Among the 12,254 units produced globally, the ultra-rare E34 wagon, totaling 891 units, was a unique gem, with just one example present in South Africa, which I personally have seen with my own eyes. Now, your wheel choices were from the M system wheels, like the throwing stars or turbines, to the later 18-inch M parallel wheels played a vital role in aiding the braking system's cooling efficiency. Transitioning from the M88 to the S38 B36 engine, the E34 M5 boasted 232 kilowatts of power, achieving a 0 to 100 kilometer sprint in a very impressive 6.3 seconds. Absolutely remarkable for its time and size. Notably, the E34 M5 marked the end of an era, being the last M5 to house an inline-6 engine before BMW's shift to experimenting with V8 power plants in the subsequent M5 generations. Now that's a truly special and amazing car. Now that you guys understand the history and why I'm saying this is such a special car, let me take you guys through some of the work that we will be doing on the car. So first of all, what I love about this particular client is that he understands what vehicle he owns, and he wants to do the highest level of restoration, which means that we're going to be ordering a lot of parts from BMW. So first of all, we're going to be changing the kidney grills, because you guys can see the kidney grills are no longer there. We're going to be upgrading the headlights to a newer set, replacing the indicators, ordering a new set of beadings, sorting out the fog lights, and obviously sorting out the front M spoiler. There is a lot of paint defects, dents, scratches on the car. So we are going to be stripping the car down and repainting the whole car in the original color. I want to show you guys something that makes this car so iconic, is the wheels. I mentioned it earlier. So this is known as the M5 turbines. Scoco's got the same wheel on. So we're going to be doing air ride on this car. The client loves air ride. It's going to be his first car with air ride suspension. And the reason why he wants to go with air ride suspension is because with today's roads, if you're going to lower your car, you're very limited in where you can drive. The advantage of air ride and the kit that we're going to go with is that it's going to give the client a much more comfortable drive, number one. And number two, it's going to allow him to go into places that he couldn't go into. So that's the advantages. The car currently has the turbines, very rare wheel, very amazing wheel that is functional. So the work that we're going to be doing on the wheel is, it's currently a 17-inch. We're going to be stepping it up to 18-inch, polishing the lips, refurbishing the centers, etc., just to give it an OEM plus look. I've always wanted to step a set of throwing stars on an M5 or on Scoco. I stepped a set of throwing stars on my 635 many years ago, as you can see on the pictures, but I've never stepped a set of turbines. It's the same wheel, just the faces are different, so I'm quite excited for that. We've also ordered a complete beading set, complete windscreen beading set as well, replacing the front window, new wiper arms. So whatever parts we can replace brand new is the parts that we're going to be replacing on this vehicle, including the side indicators. Now I want to show you guys that some of the stuff as well that we will be doing is the door handle surround is missing. You know, it's all the small things that actually make the car so iconic. So I'm excited for it. It's an exciting build because I'm getting to build a car in the way that I would build it, which is super exciting. Let me take you guys through to the interior and let me show you that part. You guys know I'm an interior guy, and one thing that I love about the E34 M5 is the M-Tech 2 steering wheel. signature on an E34 M5. Some of them did come with the MTech 1, but most of them came with the MTech 2 steering. You also have the M gear knob. This reminds you that you are in an M car, so I think it's very important. What I do love about this interior is the fact that BMW paid attention to detail, and you can feel that you're in an M car. If you look at your cluster's got your speed 300 kilometers. It's got the M badge in the center, so you know that you're driving an M car as you look forward. That's what I love. I love the plush way they did the door panels. A lot of meticulous hand stitching was done on this car, especially the center console, etc. And this car in particular has a car phone. Now the client asked me if I'm going to put the car phone here. I said, look, we can put the car phone back. Alternatively, we want to mold something for the air remote. I actually saw this on Car Audio and Security. It's one of their specialties. So I want to try it out and put the air remote where the car phone would have been. I think it's a nice way to obviously modernize the air remote. There is some notable stuff, like we need to get the sunroof panel, the sunroof button. The center cover is a bit tired. The roof lining is a bit tired. So we are going to be doing a complete interior makeover. So the idea is to go with the original leather, with the original stitching, and then upgrade the roof liner to a gray Alcantara. I think it will tie in awesome. We're also going to be recovering every single panel here in obviously the leather to match the interior. So I'm excited for this. It's the first E34 M5 that we are restoring. I've worked on E34s before, but I've never worked on an M5 in terms of doing, actually there was one we did many years ago. We just did the interior, but this is more intense of a restoration, if you want to call it. So I'm excited for this. And again, I appreciate the fact that the client has given us the opportunity to build a car like this for him, and also he trusts us. That's the most important thing. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me take you guys to the booth to show you guys what we're going to do there. Okay, now engine bay wise, there's nothing much to do except the fact that we're going to be putting new coolant bottles, clutch fluid bottle. We're going to be removing the tappet cover, the intake, the airbox, and we're going to be powder coating the stuff. So we've ordered a new bonnet pad set, interior light. We'll also do our special where we'll tidy up the wiring, polish whatever we can, replace all the bolts and nuts, just to get the engine bay looking newer again. But guys, this is a flippin' strong motor. Beautiful motor. I'd love to do a motor swap like this on an E30. I've seen a lot of guys do the M88 motor swap. This I'd love to do in an E30 one day. But first, we gotta finish our E34 wagon. Yeah, so looking forward to it. Okay, now we come to the boot. We've ordered a new toolkit. We've ordered a toolkit cover. And again, this is the type of client that only believes in doing the best. So he wants the best air ride, he wants the best sound system as well. So we're going to be installing a Rockford Fosgate sound system in this car. I'm excited because I haven't done Rockford in a very long time. Most of the brands that we push, it's either Ice Power, Alpine, Audison or Pioneer. So a car like this is nice to do a high-end sound system. I'm actually going to be getting my hands dirty when doing the sound system. Because again, that's where I started off many years ago, my apprenticeship at Nissan, and also installing sound in cars. So I'm looking forward to that. The nice thing is we managed to find a brand new set of taillights, replacing the rear windscreen beading, replacing the rear beadings, repairing the spoiler, and getting the car to look new is important, especially on such an iconic car. So I'm looking forward to this build. Oh yeah, we've also ordered badges, the M5 badge. So there's a lot of parts that we have ordered. So I'm looking forward to it. So like every other car that's standing in this workshop, I love being able to restore and giving these cars life. So it's a big honor to be able to be working on a car like this. But if you guys want to see more, you guys are going to have to stay tuned for the future episodes. where we will actually be showcasing the restoration. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. Going forward, all the cars that we're starting off in the new year is gonna be a series. So you guys will actually see the complications and the stress and the highs and lows that we face whenever we build a car. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Make sure that you guys tell everyone about this channel. And also, our champions that are always commenting and interacting. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. You motivate us to do better when we read your comments. So thank you so much. We love you guys. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Stay safe.
Yes.
Also, we've ordered a new bonnet foam set. That wasn't me.
What fell out?
I don't know.
Oh, a bolt fell
A
out
bolt.
on the floor.
Okay.
That was
Luckily, that wasn't us. You motivate us to do better. You motivate us. Ay, double clutching. I feel like a DJ, but I'm scratching there. Let's try that again.